Hey, Seth.
What's going on?
Two quick questions for you. One, just physically, where are you? Have you been fully cleared, and when did you get that way?
I'm not fully cleared yet. I'm almost there. Almost there. I'll do what I can in training camp. Um, Probably say I'm 90, 85, 90% of the way to where I want to be so I can get on the floor playing to where I need to play. But um, it's going the right way.
And secondly, in speaking with Kevin and asking him what was his thought process and wanting a trade, he said he didn't. I'm paraphrasing. He didn't like the way the culture was going at the end of the season or when he was missing. He didn't think guys were either being held accountable or holding themselves accountable. Like when he got hurt and they lost all these games. Was that something that you agree with, and could you feel that kind of there wasn't a sense of responsibility in the locker room?
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, obviously things weren't going the way we weren't playing the way we needed to play to end the season last year. It was just a bad vibes all around. So I could definitely understand why he was feeling that way. And things needed to change. Things needed to change coming into this season, coming into training camp. So um, hopefully they do.
Hey, Seth, you said you're 85 to 90% of the way there. I guess what are you able to do right now?
I'm doing workouts. I'm doing everything basically outside of playing 5-on-5. So I'm pretty close.
And I think you were in Australia for most of the summer on the other side of the world where this was
That
all
was
going
like
on.
6 days. I don't know.
Oh, then I'm an idiot. Sorry. But what did you make of all of this from afar with that was going on with Kyrie and Kevin and you go back a little bit with some of those guys. I mean, were you talking to them at all during all this?
Not much. I was watching like you guys. When you're a guy in my position, you got to pay attention because, I mean, you could be in one of those trades yourself. So, like I said, you just pay attention to everything that's going on. I was working on rehab and getting healthy, working on my body and working on my game, and whatever happened happened. I'm pretty comfortable with whatever. So, yeah.
Seth, it felt like last year we spent the entire last month or so, maybe month and a half, wondering if Ben would actually play. And now he says he's going to play. Just what do you envision it looking like when he's out there with shooters like yourself, Kevin, Kyrie, and you guys are clicking? What is that going to look like on both sides?
I think it's gonna look very good. Ben's a special player, man. As soon as he gets out there, all of a sudden your team becomes a big team. He's him and Kay are matchup nightmares. So I mean, it allows us to play a lot of different ways. I kind of have a head start because I kind of know how to play with Ben already. It takes a little bit of adjustment for some guys. Some guys are gonna have to get used to it. Just his spacing and the way he pushed the ball and some of his playmaking. So. He's going to bring a lot to the team. He comes to the point where he's kind of a little underrated now. So I'm looking forward to seeing him back out there. He's looked good since I've been there the past couple of weeks. So I'm excited about it.
Is that you mentioned, in your situation, you could be one of those guys that's traded too. This dragged on a lot this summer. It wasn't like it was a quick thing. Were there anxious moments like, I don't know what the Nets are going to look like. I don't know if, I'm going to be here with someone else or, some people felt like league business went slow this summer because of the Kevin situation.
No anxiousness on my part. I'm pretty comfortable. I'm with whatever. I'll play wherever, yeah, and I have. So, like I said, I was focusing on myself, getting my body ready, my game ready, and whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go.
Seth, when you were in Philly with Ben, did you ever play with him in lineups where he was used as a five-man?
We didn't do it much, a couple times. I was trying to get Doc to do it a lot, but we didn't do it much. So, but when we did, it was pretty fun.
You had mentioned some of the bad vibes toward the end of last year. How is that something that you work on or change when a lot of the major personnel is still the same?
You got to learn from past experience. Obviously, we went out early in the playoffs last year. Obviously, not the way we wanted to. So you got to learn from it, and then everybody got to look at the mirror and adjust. And like every year is a fresh slate. So obviously the veterans, the leaders got to come in and set the tone. And it's just, like I said, it's up to every individual guy to make the adjustment.
Hey, Seth, quick question. When you look at right here in the back on the left, hey, what's up, man? When you look at this roster on paper, what really stands out to you, especially with the newest additions this offseason?
I say we're highly skilled. Got a lot of guys that can do a lot of different stuff. A lot of shooting, a lot of athleticism, a lot of playmaking. and we got lineups that can play a lot of different ways. So, like I said, we should be one of the most talented teams in the league on paper, and it's our job to come in and put it together and make it a real team, make it look good, and see what we can do.
Hey, Seth in the back as well. How you doing?
Gotcha.
With this being a contract year for you, I'm just curious, as a player going into a contract year, how do you approach that? And if you thought about your long-term future at all with Brooklyn, whether you've had any extension talks or anything of that nature?
I approach it the same way. No more, no less. Same routines, same mentality. I've gotten better every year, so why change it up? Just excited to get out there, perform, and what happens with the contract situation.